It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He's been a frequent end zone tourist. He's second in the league in rushing touchdowns. It's the Seahawks and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves its
touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. And it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away, because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for the Seattle Seahawks.
Back to throw, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Seahawks at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up positive yardage.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. On first and 10, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help.
Touchdown! Kenneth Walker, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No gain on the play there, second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now it's Lockett. And a nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where
every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And McLaurin, the motion man right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The numbers for McLaurin a week ago. 4 catches, 63 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Commanders first down.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw, Howell. Dancing to his left. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Folk's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
13X.
Running left is Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw it. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Robinson toss play left side. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, Howell. And that is incomplete here.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd down throw for Howell. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell down to throw it. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And Walker once more. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And he is going to have a the Seahawks first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1.
It's a gain of 4 that time, and it's good enough for a Seattle first. Geno now to throw.
Out right to Smith-Njigba.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down around the 21 or 22.
That will a first down pickup of 8. And Smith here, an audible at the line.
Now Geno on first down.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a first and goal.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Smith keeps it on the sneak, and he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Geno Smith scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Geno.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Smith.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the 50, it's Smith. That completes it again to Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Now Geno. He completes this to Walker. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Smith throwing again. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 4, this is second down and 1. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 14 yards that time for number 14. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Sometimes offensive you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to go hard and finish in the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. First possession of the second half now for Washington. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
2nd and 6. Samuel in motion. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off play action. It's Howell. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 125 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Howell throwing on third down here. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
The Folks kick is good, and with it they have taken the lead. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this third quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that, because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after. That's caught at the 25. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Smith now to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 26 yards. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Throwing here, Howell. That's Samuel, caught left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On first down, Howell. And a dump off here to Robinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the record.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Fulton connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
No gain on the play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Smith.
He'll buy some time right.
Short throw to Disley.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check 59, check 59, cover, cover.
Smith to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Smith.
That's caught over the middle by Fant.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now second down and a few inches.
It's second and inches at the Commanders.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Smith's going to throw it.
And Walker has it. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Here comes second down at 5.
Middle, middle.
Now Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, not give a bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders.
Down by 4, a little under 40 seconds to go. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. First and 10.
Now Howell gets this to Gibson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Howell to throw.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. First and 10. Here's Howell.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Another try, second and 10 now.
Back to throw.
This one left side caught by Gibson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Howell.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Smith now to throw. Rolling to his right. He hits his target, locked it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles.